Welcome to This Is Important, a production of iHeartRadio, the show where we talk about what's obviously most critically, crucially important.
Today on This Is Important,
I'm jizzing into the crops.
hornballs are undefeated. They will not stop in their quest of horniness.
I want in as well, just to get my dick on the table.
Strap in.
Friendship.
Oh.
Friendship.
Hell yeah,
Squibbity
dude.
toilet.
God, I'm so freaking excited.
Skibbity toilet.
So excited to talk to my bros. I love
you are,
my
dude.
job. I love my job.
Yoshinoya bowl.
You know what they say? If you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. And I feel like... well, I haven't got cast in a lot of stuff lately, so I haven't really been working.
Yeah, you're mostly chilling. Yeah.
This is
But
chilling for you
talking
for
to you
years.
guys,
Yeah, a couple years of chilling.
Blake.
This is
I
the
don't know
way.
which.
Zach.
I don't know the name of him, but you look like one. Like when you were just whatever face you were making, you look like one of the Where the Wild Things They Are monsters.
Oh,
Okay.
I wasn't going to say that.
I'm a dude.
I was going to say you look more like, you're looking more and more like a professional wrestler. And I know that's what you are going for.
No, it's not. I'm going.
WW Where the Wild. I don't know if it's.
Okay. Half points.
But there's maybe a.
Don't give him points for that.
No, we're fleshing it out, and by we I mean me, by myself, alone, searching.
I'm going more for UFC fighter, but I get that you went WWE.
Right? Who's the guy you want to look like?
Habibi. I'm going
By the
Khabib.
way, those men are all atrocious looking. And I'm sorry. I mean, I know America and the world loves UFC.
I just look from the neck down.
And I like it. I like it too. Those guys all look like they've been punched in the face 1,000 times, which makes you they all look the same.
Right.
Mhm.
They have the same face.
I think you've covered this.
And then I don't think so. They're grotesquely ugly.
Okay.
We've
So
covered this.
that's what you want to go for?
You
That's
said
what
that they all get hit in the face in the same spots, so they get the Cro-Magnon brow and things.
Oh, yes, so you get the hardened brow. I don't have that though.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe we've done a lot of these podcasts. I might have
We
repeated
have.
myself
What
once
are we
or
on?
twice.
I
What-
never have.
Yeah,
Once or
no, not
twice.
you.
Never will.
Not that much.
Not that much,
Fucking
dude.
disaster, my guy.
But that's what you want to look like?
I do like when you say it as if you've never said it before.
Well,
Dude, I
You're
that's
like,
don't
you know what I
remember.
think actually? Yeah.
well, that's the sign of a good actor as well, because you do take after take after take.
I think I'm just dumb enough to be a really good actor.
Okay.
You know,
I
like
this.
Yes.
a really good actor where they can
You've
just
said this
lose
before.
themselves.
I think you have. I
They can
actually
lose
do.
themselves in the role because they kind of
Yeah, yeah,
forgot
yeah.
who they were for a minute.
Oh,
I think I
damn.
could do that.
I like
I've yet
that.
to prove that, and I might
Okay.
not ever, but I
Yeah.
know I could.
Yeah, but that's kind of the dance. That's the dance you're playing with
Mhm.
the audience, and that's what keeps me coming back.
Let's call this episode, have we talked about this before? But Adam, what role do you think,
I think we've
do
done
you
that.
truly think would win you an Oscar? Do you got something in your fucking back pocket that you're like, this, if the world would let me do this character,
Mm.
I'm a
getting,
gay-
I got the gold.
I'm gay and also trans, and also I have Down syndrome.
I'm not gay no more.
True,
Okay.
and it's based on a true story from someone. So,
Right. There's
and if
gotta
I
be
could
someone.
pull that off,
Okay. Okay.
I'm with you. I love
Rain
it.
the
But
trophies
are you
upon me.
Are you still white?
Well, I hear what you're. Yeah, like I know what you're saying. Yeah,
Because if you're still white, I'm
no.
not
I'm
watching.
still white,
you're albino. You're albino.
but it's a really fancy. It's such a fancy director. It's such a
Oh.
fancy director that everyone goes, okay, maybe we give him the benefit of the doubt.
Do you know any fancy directors?
Yeah, Yorgos something or other.
Is he fancy?
Yorgos something.
Yeah, but I feel like those are still kind of
I
like.
think he's a UFC fighter.
Yeah, he might be. Those are still kind of like a little wild. I'm
Yeah.
thinking of like the British posh directors.
Who are they?
Whoever did like the King's Speech.
Oh shit!
No, someone asked me a little while ago, like, who's your top 5 directors that you
Atonement.
want to work with? And dude, I could not think of it. I couldn't think of a director. I was like,
Yeah.
Well, Spielberg for
Daniel
sure.
Stern, Daniel Stern.
George Lucas.
Zucker brothers,
Yeah,
Russo brothers, Wachowski brothers.
Russo, all the brothers.
Yep.
Get the Wachowski. It's the Wachowski brothers, right?
Well, they're
not
no
anymore.
longer.
I know, but
No longer brothers. Maybe
but
I do their life
Is that
story.
the
I bet,
life?
that
Yeah.
could-
There we go.
maybe,
We got
yeah.
it.
You play both of them too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I know. And by the way, we've covered
Oh,
this.
shit.
Correct me if I'm wrong. They've both transitioned, right?
Yes, they have.
Yes, we have covered it.
Can you? And we've
That
covered
shit's
this.
important.
We've covered this. But can you imagine transitioning and then having your brother be like, I'm doing it too. Yeah.
I'm doing it. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it too. And you're like, you such a fucking follower, dude.
I'm
Yeah,
going
my
back.
God, I'm
going
doing
back.
I'm doing my own thing, but you can't go back. You did the final snip and swipe.
No, they got money. They kept it on ice.
Okay.
Oh, they
That's life.
cryogenically froze their schwangs.
So that's how it works.
I don't know if the biomechanically. I think they just put it on ice.
Yeah.
Encino
okay.
piece.
It's science.
That's the movie. Wow. Good
Yeah.
stuff, guys. Great start so far. This is why I love my job. You never work.
This is why.
Can you grade us and tell us why?
I'm just thinking we're coming out. We're coming on fire, as I love to do. And my
Okay, so no grades, Adam.
I
No
love-
grades.
I love coming on fire.
I refuse to grade. I'm not a big grader. I don't like grading. I think that's an old school.
Yeah, this guy doesn't even grate cheese.
You know what it is? Why you look so absolutely insane right now, Blake? And it's because you have what appears to be like you've tried to grow a beard, and it's really bad looking. And that's coming from someone who also grows bad beards. So I know it when I see it.
I thought your
It's
beard was okay, but your mustache was.
Yeah, that is true. The beard
Questionable,
was
yeah.
fine. The mustache, because that beard is really bad, my dude.
Is it really? I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
I was
yeah.
fucking slaying this beard.
No.
Like I keep taking
Huh.
selfies of
No.
myself.
You got to
And
stop hanging out with Atiba, who's always like, he's dapping people up. He's
Yeah.
making you feel good.
I feel
but,
like that
dude,
is correct. Blake hangs out with Atiba, and
Yeah.
Atiba's maybe the most
So a good
positive.
friend, an encouraging person, someone who
Yeah.
supports me.
Well, he's
Yeah.
someone
too
who
positive.
doesn't tear me down at every turn.
right. It's how people land skateboarding tricks. They have to have that.
Yes, you have to have unearned confidence.
It's kind of how everybody does everything in life. If you want to excel,
Mm-hmm.
you need people in your corner who actually uplift you. The world will crush you.
I completely disagree. I was raised by everyone who said you couldn't do anything,
And we can tell that about you.
and I
I think-
persevered.
I'm the king, Blake.
You didn't. You're evil.
I'm the king of unearned confidence, without a
Okay.
doubt.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
I don't know about that.
But you also need someone in your corner to tell you, hey, bud,
Throw in the towel.
hey, bud, maybe this isn't it. Maybe the shaved mustache, really patchy, bad, scrappy, looking like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo
Right.
looking motherfucker isn't the move.
Huh. So you guys
So-
think I look bad? You think I look bad?
No, I think you look like one of the Where the Wild Things Are monsters.
Great
We'll
book.
find a comp. But tell me about the care here. So you're letting it grow underneath the chin, but you are shaving your mustache.
Yeah, I took the mustache down.
And are you shaving anywhere else? Like, is this groomed?
No, this is groomed.
So, but where?
Wait, no. Sorry.
Yeah.
By
You don't know
groomed-
what that word means?
That is a
Obviously.
new. That's
Yeah.
a new concept. That's a new concept in my life.
Mhm.
Groomed.
You thought it was
in-
just a green room.
My bad. I thought you were
Yeah,
talking about
no.
the groom. The groom.
Right, no.
Here, you get out.
Yes, points.
I thought by groom you meant shave my mustache, and I did do that, and you did notice that. So this is as groomed as your boy gets.
But are you doing
Also-
anything under like here? Like
Well,
bottom lip, like your
yeah.
your
Well,
flavor
there's no-
saver?
Yeah. Yes, I take the stinger down. I take the stinger down.
Stinger.
Well, why? Why? Because that's part when you grow a beard, it has to be full all the way through. And by the way,
Explain yourself.
there should be a mustache attached.
Adam, we're letting Adam off the leash.
Yeah, I love my job, man. I don't know.
Well, by the way, because I think Blake is a very handsome gentleman.
You've said that.
Besides his
We've
face,
covered this.
the rest of it is beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, I think Blake is a very good-looking gentleman. This
I'll take it.
beard isn't doing any favors.
Really?
You told me that my mustache wasn't doing me any favors because under most lights it looked like I had a Hitler mustache.
Yeah.
Well,
Because the rest of the hairs came in weirdly blonde.
Yes. During the tour, you had a weird ass wispy mustache and like bad chops, and it was bad. It was bad. It was the worst I've seen you. It's the worst you've ever looked.
Now Blake's off the leash.
Also, I was obese during that time.
Yeah. It
So
was a whole bit.
It was a
Blake.
whole bit. It was a life bit I was doing.
Yeah.
Where I was
boobs are huge.
morbidly obese and
Thought he was gonna die.
Literally thought I was dying and from
I
stiff
liked
person
it.
syndrome.
Gotta grow some chops before I keel over.
I liked it. That was actually, even though you did
not
look
like it.
bad, that was my favorite version of you. You were very humbled. You were very like, you made us like wheelchair you everywhere and stuff. It was cool, dude. I liked seeing you.
That is not. You never wheelchaired.
I liked seeing you vulnerable. I like you like that.
You like to see me fat and injured because then I wasn't competition to you. Okay.
Yes,
and
right.
Blake, it's not all about competition, buddy.
Right.
You keep stealing roles from me. Ask Isaac. He keeps handing them off to you.
Name one.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Punk rock, getting radical.
I just like
what-
Adam
what-
Portmore.
Circle?
What? Circle came to you first. What?
No.
What? I gifted you buzzballs. I was like, I don't fucking want this shit.
Thank you. Thank
There
you.
you go.
Bless you.
What made you decide to go down this route? I know it wasn't your girlfriend. I know she wasn't really pitching this one hard. She definitely didn't say shave the
Right.
mustache, grow the beard.
She could have been a motivation in a different way. Piss him off, and I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
check
Now
this
you
out.
got an ugly boyfriend.
Yeah, tell me to not be playing my music wildly loud at 4 a.m.
Now you
Tell
got
me that.
Yeah.
Now you got an ugly boyfriend. Sorry.
Take me out. Show
I
me
haven't
off.
been. Also, I haven't been playing loud music since we talked about it on the pod. I've been very respectful to my neighbors because I am saving it up for the 4th of July, baby. Come on,
coming
we're
up.
gonna let the
Best
good
holiday.
times roll.
We've covered this, but it's my favorite holiday.
We have. And you stand by that. It's never gonna not be your favorite holiday.
I thought Halloween was your favorite holiday, Durs.
You wish.
You wish.
You thought so.
You're a monster.
I thought so.
No, I'm almost positive I said July 4th because that's how I feel right now. It's just a good time. Parades,
Yeah, I love the
barbecue.
4th of I love the 4th of
It's
July.
hot as fuck, so you could just drink so many beers.
So
Oh my
many
gosh.
beers.
Oh,
It's
you know?
loud. It's too. It's. You're not even drunk. It's so hot.
You don't even know where your kids are.
It doesn't matter. It's the 4th of July.
They
Go
don't know
burn
what
something.
the fuck they're doing.
Of course.
It's true.
Of course.
Yeah, kids are probably fine. You're hearing fireworks. You assume everyone's okay.
I love it.
You got big plans for the 4th, Blaze?
I do. Well, my block is pretty cool. So they do like I think we've covered this, but they do a little like people make pies and you try them and say who made the best pie and
Right. This does sound
just like a
crazy.
little parade and just
A
just
parade
good
on your
time.
block?
Yeah, just chumming
Oh,
around with
damn.
the neighbors.
So it's a full block party. They lock down the street. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, full block party. It's beautiful.
I love that. I love that.
You get the horses. What are they? Not literal horses. What do they call those? Sawhorses to block off cars from coming in and out.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I hope they're up today or on the holiday because yeah, we need somebody to block off these streets. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sure the protocol with the sawhorses.
Blake, well, that's what a block party is. When you literally block off the streets, it's a block party.
With the sawhorses.
Well, you could just park cars in the middle of the streets to kind of block it off.
No. You got to have a sawhorse.
No. You can't. I guarantee you, police will show up and it'll be a thing. And then it's going to be a lot of ICE agents, and they might steal a neighbor or two.
Oh, look at this
And
guy.
you
Let me see. Look at that guy's beard.
Whoa, Adam!
And I don't want that for your neighborhood. I'm just saying I don't want that for your neighborhood. So maybe do
Okay.
things by the book.
Okay.
Maybe you should make a call. I know you're not the guy, but maybe call the guy who is the guy who's in charge.
Yeah, I'm hoping that will all be sewed up. Yeah.
How full is that guy's beard? That's all I'm saying. How full and connected is that guy's beard?
Probably more connected than mine.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel good about it.
Okay,
I
well,
do
that's the most
like
important.
that the beard is an indicator. Like you look like someone who would say, "Yeah, you could just park some cars."
It is.
And they go, I don't know. Judging by your beard, I just don't. What do you think, Mr. Goodbeard?
Judging by the lack of the beard that you've grown, makes me not trust you.
You know, and for everybody who's now tuning in on YouTube, you're gonna see this. It's really not an offensive beard. It's
no. Well, move the microphone out of the way and actually
works.
let's see it. Let's see it.
I think it works for you.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
I think it does exactly what you wanted it to do.
What's that?
Yeah.
Frame my face, define my jawline.
No.
Your jaw. You have the largest jawline.
You're the largest jaw. You got a Cro-Magnon jawline. You don't.
We all wish we had it,
dude.
You don't need it.
If
You're hiding it.
You're hiding the jawline.
Yeah,
it's covered. Is that what you're trying to do? Is you're trying to actually dull the jawline?
Maybe at this point, I don't know. There's not a lot of thought that goes
The hair's
into it.
looking good though. The hair looks. It looks like a good color. Like, is that summertime kicking in or what?
Yeah, it's falling down. He's
think
sitting by the pool.
Also, thank you for noticing. I kind of did like a middle part. I don't do that a lot.
Right.
I'm
That's
testing that out.
where the wild things are.
Mhm.
Thank you. I was kind of going like 80s Metallica.
This is some old school Blake, is what this is.
Mm.
I'm kind of in my my rocker era for this summer, I think. So.
Oh,
And what rocker would that be?
I'm going like Cliff Burton. That's what I'm going for.
R.I.P.
At all times.
R.I.P.
Yes,
Mhm.
always.
And now, do we see the Where the Wild Things Are
So,
monster
did
that
you-
looks like Blake? It's crazy.
I mean,
It's the middle one.
I know exactly who you're talking about. It's the one that has like the circle and it's got two horns. No, I know who you're talking about.
It's got the beard and the hair parted down the middle.
no. Well, it's literally brought up in the chat, and you could look at it, and it's
Oh, sorry. I didn't have my chat on.
he has no horns, but it has a middle part.
Friendship.
And the
He's got a
underbeard.
and an underbeard.
Now, were
Actually,
you
that beard
guys-
is much fuller, by the way.
That
but
Durs,
He's
this is
working on
a
it.
great call. He has bird legs. This looks exactly kind of like me. You're right. This is what I'm going for.
Mhm.
Great pull.
Yeah, I'm a visual learner.
Yeah.
When's the last time you read this book?
I mean, within the last year.
Now, I love the illustrations. I don't
Yeah, it
remember
sucks.
as a kid really tapping in with the story.
Me neither.
Right? Like the fact that a movie came out, I was like, yes, because visually I want to see it come to life. But then I was like, wait, what?
Michelle Gondry. That's
And
a
then
That's a
yes.
fancy. That's who I
Yeah,
would do
that's
my
who you
movie
would.
with.
There's your
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
There's your guy.
What's he been up to?
yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
who I would do it with,
Uh,
Michelle Gondry. Hit me up if you want me as a black trans
now you're
person with
black.
Down
A
syndrome.
black Trans Am.
I was black the whole time.
driving.
I was a
Oh,
black
you were?
trans person with Down syndrome.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Michelle Gondry, hit me up.
Okay. That will be an interesting film. I feel
I
like
like
you
it.
could just plug all those prompts into like an AI and it will just make that movie and it is going to be really good.
Yeah, it'd be banger.
Yeah,
It's going to be
Real
awesome.
banger.
dang, that's gonna
lucky
take our
duck.
jobs. Gonna take
Hey, that
mine.
movie though, the Where the I remember seeing that movie and going,
I don't
That's
think
a thumbs down
I don't
from
think
Durs.
I don't
I was
think
hoping to get a
people-
thumbs down through the Zoom, but I guess
I don't think people liked it. I don't think it was critically acclaimed. It looked dope. I think it's
Or
Spike
even-
Jones, who usually knocks it out the park. He's a very visual director. Everything he does is pretty cool.
I thought it was going to be a wham bam.
I thought it was Michelle Gondry.
I thought it was Spike Jones.
It's Spike Jones.
Am I tripping?
Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Points.
Thank you.
And dude, Adam, I'm sorry to tell you, if Michel Gondry, when he hears this, hears that you got it wrong, he's not doing your
you're
movie.
off the
That-
Well,
project.
that's why he's not going to.
And
do
now,
your movie.
now Spike Jones isn't going to do it either. So I'm I really backed myself into a corner.
we can figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Blake goes and he goes, "Hey, look, I'm the guy from your movie."
I can be the guy. Wasn't the voice of the main dude James Gandolfini? Am I
Yeah.
tripping?
Yeah.
That's
and
fucking
and
cool.
again, I was like, cool on paper, and then you see the movie and you're like,
The voice didn't match.
huh?
Yeah, because
He
he's
sounds
just,
like he's from New York.
yeah.
What?
Was he doing like his Tony Soprano?
I don't think so, but it was
He's
still
like,
like
"The
a
fuck
little
are you-"
bit. Hey,
He's just,
I'm a Bafanguli.
Yeah. You're talking to my guy all wrong.
Gabagoo.
Are you a monster? No, I'm a Bafanguli.
Get out of here. I like that. That would have been a really cool movie if Where the Wild Things Are was a.
Yeah. Get back on your boat and fucking sail across the ocean back to your mom and fucking apologize. That's your mother.
Get the fuck out of here.
I think my mom's trying to kill me. Hey, look, I fucking been
I'm
through
gonna
it,
kill
okay?
you, you
Oh,
bum. If you don't get the fuck out of here, you Bafangu.
What is the? I don't even
The
want
whole
to
book
say
was
it.
trying to get them not to read the book.
Yeah, I love it.
Get the fuck out of here. Go talk to your mother. Dad, are you screaming to me? I can't read yet.
I will say I've watched it since having kids, and I guess it hits a little harder as
It's
a parent.
different.
Where
It's
you
different.
understand it, but it becomes a total fucking snooze when you get on that island.
Huh.
Um,
Perfect.
I don't.
which is
I don't
crazy.
remember the book, and I did not see the movie. So I'm. Really
I remember thinking the
lost.
art for the book was off the fucking
Yeah.
Richter scale,
I
but
also
then
remember
never
that.
read the words. What else is
Yeah.
new?
I feel like the visuals of the book were so cool that you were
Arresting. Yes, of course. Go. Yes.
Very cool monsters.
making up the story in your mind as a child, but the story on the page didn't match how cool the story in your mind you were making up was. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I
Is that-
yeah, I
do
do
you
know. what
follow?
you
Do you
mean.
track?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
I'm
feel like that's what
No,
the
Blake knows
books
two
like
words.
you see a lot of stuff in the background where you're like, wow, I'd love to explore that and all that.
Mhm.
It just it takes you on a journey visually,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then
Okay.
the words just don't match. Are you want me to stop talking?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever read any
You're a
Maurice,
stupid dumbass.
the Maurice Sendak books that were like little tiny ones and they like all slid into a box together?
The hell? Like a transformer?
I don't think my mom didn't buy me books.
Right. She was like,
okay.
read this Snickers wrapper.
and
Read
and
some
I,
book-
you
hey,
think I'm
look at this
joking,
joke
but
on Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, here's a Lemonheads box.
but she didn't. I don't remember having books. I don't remember them reading to me. I truly don't. She says it happened. I do not
Alrighty
remember it.
Right.
And in fact, when I would ask
Sad.
for books,
Mm-hmm.
I was told what she literally told me. Well,
Bitch,
what are you going to do
spell
with
book.
them?
Uh-huh.
And I go, well, read them. I would
Mhm.
read them. And she
That's
goes,
sad.
you wouldn't. And then they would sit there. And then later I found out my parents were fairly poor.
Right.
But
There's no such thing as a library.
yeah, but
yeah,
I'm like,
that is literally what libraries are for. is
I know
so
we
that-
would go to the library. I don't remember taking any books until I got a little older.
Really?
But I remember like when I was young, like really young, I don't remember taking. We didn't have the Where the Wild Things Are. I just remember getting into the Bearstein Bear books. That was my
Mhm.
big shit.
Mhm. You
Those are
never
good.
went to the library?
It's so fun. They all smell different. It's like interesting.
No, we would go to the library, but then it was always just like some old lady reading to you, and you're like, this is kind of boring, dude.
But you wouldn't get books to go?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Check a book out.
I think then maybe my mom was like, then I'm gonna have
you
to.
didn't have a library card.
Then I'm gonna have to come back here and drop these books off.
Yeah, but then you get more books. I feel like going to the library way back in the day, super young, was like
way back.
It was like your first way of expressing yourself by being like, I'm getting this book. I'm gonna get this one on paper airplanes.
Okay.
I'm getting this book about polar bears. Like,
Okay.
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
don't
It was like
remember
the
doing that.
first kind of like like cultivating your like stees.
Oh, dude, yeah, you kind of
Yeah.
just unlocked something.
Personality. I do remember, but it was from
Records?
school. Taking the library at school. I got really into Cheetahs. That was my
Cheetahs.
shit.
There
Cheetah.
you
Wanted
go.
to know all about cheetahs.
Hell
By the way,
yeah,
not a
brother.
lot to know. They
Yeah.
run very
They're hella
super
fast.
fast.
That
That's
covers
kind of the
how
most-
fast.
Yeah.
Do you even
You
remember
got
how
it.
fast? Because I know exactly how.
60 miles an hour.
I thought it was 72.
Oh, I've heard 80. I've heard 80 on some forums.
Oh, 80?
I thought it was 72. Todd?
I thought it was 60.
Todd,
Todd,
I
can
think
you
60's
look up?
right.
Can you look up that cheetahs can
No,
only
I-
run 72 miles per hour?
I think we came from an era where they were gassing cheetahs up, but they have
50 to
look at
80.
50 to 80.
Okay, all right.
So a fast-ass cheetah,
Okay.
But Todd, can I tell you something? Not helpful.
not helpful, brother.
Doesn't help
Dude.
Durs's point of view. Yeah, and then mostly getting the National Geographic to see the titties, and
Yeah.
and that,
no,
you know,
I have a
I
similar
am who
thing.
I am.
I remember
Mhm.
finding a zone in the library where it was this book called Elfquest. It's like a
Mhm.
it's
Oh,
like an
boy.
old comic,
out.
but dude, but I remember you flip a few
You're on a
pages,
quest, all right.
and there was some like illustrated nudity. It got pretty
Oh.
horny, and I remember being in the library, fucking sitting in the little lane or whatever, looking
Mhm.
through Elfquest, getting so horny as a kid, dude.
Holy moly.
So horny.
Yeah.
Like it
Wow.
was everything I wanted. It was like fantasy, elves, and then it's just me in a quiet place getting.
Uh-huh.
horny
Wait,
and
how
rock.
old were you?
That's
Because
checking all the boxes.
16.
you were 16 years old reading
69.
Elfquest?
No. It was I must have been like
8, 10.
11.
Yeah. Okay.
11, I would say. That's when.
Yeah,
it
I don't
was
remember
really-
it being. I mean, no, I guess I was horny even then. But
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
My
maybe
horn-
I'm just in
Yeah,
a
thank
negative
you.
mood right now, and I'm sorry, guys. Yeah,
Yeah, but thank you
Yeah,
for
it's
checking.
okay. Go for it. We can
Yeah.
handle it, dude. We're here for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I love my job.
yeah. Maybe I'm just being negative. Yeah, and by the way, Blake, your beard looks fine.
Yeah. You think cheetahs can only run 60 miles an
Thank
hour,
you.
dude? Come
They
on,
look
give
fine.
cheetahs a break.
Jack them up.
Yeah, maybe they run 80. I don't know. Oh,
Yeah.
they run 100. What do I care?
Yeah.
I also remember going like pretty psycho on like Australia. I loved Australia. I'd read all the Australia books. That was
Mhm.
kind of when you just had a thirst for knowledge. Now I don't give a fuck anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Now you guys have kids that are library ages. Like my
Absolutely.
child is too young to go to the library.
Yep.
Now, when you go there, is it just homeless people jacking off, or
Yeah,
There's a
they've
bit
got
of-
this fantasy section.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Elfquest. There's a line out the door for Elfquest.
Excuse me, where's your Elfquest section? Sir,
It's just a bunch
can you
of
please
fucking
leave?
mutants next to the the Elfquest section, just going hard.
I've only kicked it in the children's section of our local
Okay.
library, so I haven't
Okay.
I haven't
Huh.
ventured
huh?
towards Elfquest or any
Allegedly.
other. But it's popping. It's popping.
Yeah, no, the
Librarians are still doing it.
Yeah, the library is still very sick.
so? But real talk, is there? Because I remember when I first came to LA, and I had to print something out, and I was like,
Sure.
maybe I'll
course.
go to the
MapQuest.
library,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, it probably was MapQuest.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll go to the library, print something out, get a
Right.
library card. And then Blake probably remembers this. I just got a giant book about JFK, and I just learned all about
Yeah.
the
It was
Kennedys.
it's
How
such a
fast does he
flex. About as fast as a cheetah.
It was 12 miles an hour. It's
Okay,
kind of
that's what I also
Yeah.
read. Yeah. Good.
Very shagadelic.
And just looking around, I was like, there's a lot of unhoused. Sorry, Blake.
Yeah, thank you.
Unhoused
Be
men.
sensitive.
It's seeming like they're there to look at porno, like a lot of
on the
eyes
computers.
on the computers, kind of
Yeah.
looking around.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, this is
I'm
this is
like,
2002,
They're like, no,
3,
no.
right?
I'm not. Hold on. Just let me click off of this. Huh.
The
Oh, my
internet was
bad.
full of
Oops.
possibilities, and even the unhoused want to get in on that.
I don't even think they had blockers yet. They were like, it was just
No.
wide open spaces.
Yeah. They thought who would do that, and then they found out.
Has it changed now? Because that's what the library was
When you were
in
out
LA
here.
at that
Yeah.
at that time.
Well,
I promise you,
sometimes
it's changed.
there's still homies there kicking it.
Yeah, but
at
you
the
can't watch
computers.
porno.
No. Come on. The what would we call it? The blockers or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
The
that's
blockers, yeah.
There's a better term, but yeah, they're the internet shields. There's
the
a better term.
firewalls.
The firewalls.
Whatever
yeah, of
whatever the
course.
term is. But yes, we know what you're
Yeah.
trying to say. Yeah. But yes.
I don't know. What do you need? What do you need? Yeah.
Those are very complex and honed in. I don't think people are really pulling, unless they're looking at breastfeeding videos or.
Dude, you could just go to chatgpt.com and then. Or can you look up naked women on ChatGPT?
No, it doesn't really.
Hot.
No.
I just did a bunch of like.
I knew I was going to ask Anders and he would know.
Well, I just put together.
Your boobs are huge.
And I was doing it over Zoom, so I wanted to add a bunch of like slides to help illustrate the pitch. And like the fucking guardrails are insane. Where you're like,
good though.
Hey, I need there to be like blood, and they're like, I had one where it was like a white male character who starts dating a biracial ex-girlfriend of somebody. So I was like, this guy with his arm around the biracial girl, he looks like he's like annoying and a jerk, and she looks uneasy. And it was like, can't do that because it's a woman, And it was like also racially insensitive. And I typed back to it. I go, I think you're racially insensitive for even bringing it up. I'm just describing the picture I want for these characters. And it was like, very sorry. Dude, again, these are delicate issues. And I'm like,
I can't wait till Durs being just as an old man, just getting in arguments with ChatGPT all day. It's like, you're wrong, bud.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Just
yeah,
like
it's just
wearing some screen like, fucking just show me black titties.
And his ChatGPT like knows who he is, so it's like, here we go. Oh, you again.
Yeah. Oh God, here he comes. Oh fuck.
Hi, ChatGPT. Are you there?
Hey.
Yeah.
I mean,
loading.
Well, there has to be some sort of. I don't know anything besides ChatGPT. It's the only one that I know.
Okay. Yeah.
There has to be other platforms that you can make pornos.
There's got to be.
Because porno rules everything around
me. Yeah.
P.R.E.A.M.
Okay.
Yes, points.
You know what
Those are for you, Adam.
Thank you.
I think I shot a booger out of my nose onto my microphone.
Yeah, we're just P.R.E.A.M. We're just P.R.E.A.M.
I just P.R.E.A.M.ed on my mic.
Supreme, baby.
You cream that P.R.E.A.M.
Yeah.
So there has to be, right? Because obviously porno rules everything around.
No, I think it's.
And for some reason, Todd hasn't just filled our chat with.
Yeah, it's weird.
Hentai.
Yeah, that's interesting. No, I think it's in the early stages. But
Elfquest HentaiAI.com.
It's advancing quickly. It's advancing really quickly.
I saw some like it was a comedy. It was a comedy video, but he was saying how much money he's making on OnlyFans, and it's him like dancing, being sexy, acting like he's wiping hair out of his face, and then it goes split screen, and then it's just like a hot chick, like buxom hot chick who's doing the exact same thing and doing the exact dance and movements that he is. And I'm like, oh, I bet that is the future. That is absolutely the future.
Oh, sorry.
Of like guys pretending to be these OnlyFans models and actually tricking horny old dudes.
I mean,
right, or horny young dudes.
Or horny any
horny
dudes.
anythings. I mean,
well, here it is. We found it. Todd, thanks for being quick on it. Pornify, free AI porn generator. Pornify.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Pornify. And this is not an ad. This is not an ad.
Okay, so you free AI porn generator.
All right.
Are you gonna click on it?
Start
I'm
your
not gonna
AI
click on
porn
it.
chat.
I already clicked on it.
You guys clicked it? I'm not clicking that link.
Yeah, what do you mean you click it? You gotta click it.
I just sent them a bunch of money.
I am not clicking that.
I just signed up for some.
Okay, so here's the caveat. It's $9.97 a month to join. And how quickly are you joining?
I just joined.
Yeah,
I just joined. Oh, you can pay more. You can pay a lump sum and get a discount.
You can pay a lump, all right. God damn. God,
that's actually really cool.
How much for a year?
I was just joking. Is it, or maybe it is? I don't know.
Yeah, this looks
promising?
too real.
Pornify. It looks real enough, right?
Well,
so you can go pro 0%. Okay.
Yeah, you got to go pro. Yeah.
I
You
like
can go
this.
pro for $24.99 a month. Go
Top
all out
tier.
with top tier priority.
Top tier priority.
Watermark free.
Oh,
Wow.
that's what we're.
Wow, the VIP life, but make it pro.
Mhm.
And the VIP little
Now,
sticker that they have, the little it's a beautiful woman with a giant cock.
why is it always
yeah.
trans?
That's life.
Yeah.
It's the best of both worlds.
Why does AI or like the CGI? One moment, and I'll let you have the floor.
Yeah, we know
I
Blake's
just
answer.
I just want to know if a lot of porn is not trans, why is almost all the CGI porn trans?
I think they want to do something kind of to grab the audience's attention and be like, holy moly, and shock and awe.
Right, but then you're not getting my time.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
You're not getting my QT.
right. Well, some people are gonna sit with it.
I go, wait a second, is that what I think it is? And then I go, yeah, that's what I thought it was. And then I go, oh my God! And then I go and I have to go watch
You
Real
back out.
People.
Now here's an easy one. There's no video, but it's free. Okay,
Mhm.
it's
All
no
right.
wallet, no worries. Dip
Just
your
Social
toes
Security.
into our AI porn generator and chat a little. Just chat a little.
And Blake, it's the best of both worlds. Did you want to speak
you-
more to? Did you want to speak more to that?
I mean, I feel like that says everything. Because
What worlds?
the big ass titties and then a big old swinging dick, dude. It's just like
Right, but those are the worlds. The worlds are titties and
Yeah.
dicks. There's
yeah.
no
That's
there's
what
no
Blake's world.
pussy in this. That seems kind of anti-female, and I don't know if you
Maybe-
heard, but the
well,
future
you
is
know what?
female.
Also, maybe look around. Maybe there's one somewhere around there. Who knows?
They do sometimes replace the testicles with a vagina.
Wow.
Wow,
And
man,
again, I'm
this
like,
is important.
Look, you got my attention.
That shit's important.
I click and I
Well-
go, is that what I thought it was? And
I
it
like
was,
this.
but then I'm gone.
I never work a day in my life.
It's good to know that I had the question and it was so easily answered immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately
yeah.
by our boy Todd. He just typed that into Google.
Who already had the tab open.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we got through all the are you 18 or not?
I was like, it has to exist. Click. It's right there. I knew. I mean,
At a moment's notice.
hornballs are undefeated. They will not stop in their quest of horniness.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you ever see a future?
It goes without saying.
Do you ever see a future where the world is not horny anymore? We
I feel like
don't.
Gen Z is marching towards that. Yeah, I think they
Right.
want that life for themselves.
No, dang.
And as I picture
Mhm.
them marching, pretty hot.
yeah,
That's turning me on.
Oh my.
Okay.
Yeah, what is going on with them? But here's the deal. It's just that they're not fucking, right? They're still
Mm.
horny. They're just not
Yeah.
fucking,
Yeah, I think that's right.
right? And
Yeah.
Blake, are you talking about when we're not horny or when we're not fucking?
I'm kind of talking about like we don't leave the house to fuck anymore.
So
Well,
the
that's-
best,
I
they're the
think-
best of
I
both
think-
worlds.
We're here. Yeah,
I think that's
Marriage.
Doritos.
that's marriage. I think
Yeah.
we're living that.
Yeah.
No, that is
Oh.
currently what's happening with the younger generation. They're not going out
Mm-hmm.
to fuck. They're going to mixers. They're going to run clubs and shit.
What is that? You mean like running clubs where you do go running together?
Those are sick.
Yeah, they go running together. That's the new popular thing.
You used to go running together to end up fucking, right? Afterwards, you're like, she's pretty fast.
I think
Right.
running together is a fairly new, maybe within the last decade or 15-year
No.
thing.
No.
No, not in the way run clubs are so popular nowadays.
Sure.
I don't
No,
disagree, but that's
Adam's
just.
correct.
But
I'll
running
give him-
clubs have been around for quite a while. Like
Not
Nike,
like
Nike
now,
used to have
but-
a running club in like 2005 that would leave from the Grove store.
That's still
Yeah.
pretty early in terms of running. Running's been around since
People
the dawn of man. Like,
It's still pretty early. Is it early or is it late? What are we talking here?
uh,
So run
I-
anyway.
maybe I-
run clubs. Run clubs. People are doing run clubs instead of fucking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Sure.
they're just running. They're trying to get as sexy as possible for Instagram likes into their
yeah.
TikTok page and to sell their
Yeah.
protein bars instead of fucking.
And Adam,
And
you
that's
would
the
over-
difference between us. You
would
could
do a-
start at the AI penis.
and I will.
Right. Would you do a run and train club?
A what? Running train club.
Is that
No, I don't know. I don't think I would.
Blake? Is that the best of both worlds?
Preem. Preem.
I
Absolutely.
don't think I would. Yeah, I don't, that doesn't excite me.
Yeah, you'd get
Running
exhausted.
No,
You'd
yeah.
get killed by all those guys.
Oh.
What else? What else? What else are people doing? Yeah, I guess they're just not going out. People are saying that bars and nightclubs are closing.
I have heard that. Yeah.
And like, I don't get it. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much of me that just wishes I was a little younger, where I could go to bars and nightclubs on Tuesday, Wednesdays,
well,
Thursdays.
Who's not
okay.
going? Are women not going, or are guys not going, or are both not going?
Well, I don't know. I feel like you got to knock on the door of Scottsdale, Arizona, and see if it's affecting that place, because I feel like that place is still
That's at
going
one
off.
end of the bell curve, my man. I feel like that is at the one end
That
of the
ain't changing.
spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's and it's what everything we've been talking about. It's all kind of gathered around one idea. But like libraries, nobody's really going anymore. Clubs, nobody's really going anymore. Think about, like, I used to go to record stores and see people. Nobody really goes to those anymore.
And what's the idea?
Well, they don't even exist.
That
Right.
all you have to do is stay home and JO to AI porno. You don't have to leave.
Yeah, put on your Oculus Rift
Yeah.
and JO in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you remember when people were buying land in the metaverse for like real amounts of money? How they have to feel like such fucking assholes right now.
Yeah.
Because
Hey,
they
Adam,
were
you're
like-
gonna regret saying that. Okay.
I mean, maybe, but right now,
Cut to 10 years from now, pal.
Right.
Todd, tell us what was the most expensive sale for land in the metaverse? Because I remember it.
You gotta imagine it's somebody with fuck you money who it doesn't matter. They just did it to say they did it and promote probably their own company. No.
What kind of land are we talking? Are we talking about like they bought an island or like land to farm on? I don't
No,
really
like-
remember this wave. Like
I
what
remember
was-
it being like the
land to
street to
develop
be on.
Prime real
And it
estate.
was 4.3 million. And who and what was it? And maybe get a
What?
list going. I know Nike like had their store there that they bought on this Prime, and then they put a store there, and
They probably got in for free.
Dude,
Whoever's creating this universe probably went to a bunch of places and was like, "Hey, will you create retail spaces for our population or whatever, our citizens?"
This is how I know I'm gonna be like a really goofy old guy, and it's just like I don't even care to even learn about this shit. This kind of shit, Bitcoin. I know maybe it's the future or whatever, but I just don't want to. I just don't want to live in it. I'd rather just be in the library looking at Elfquest. Like, that's
Say less.
my future is very retro.
Mm.
I want it to never change in that way.
I mean, I definitely think at some point I'd rather end up in a fucking shack next to a little river
Kind of
than
seems tight.
on top of a 200-story skyscraper with a robot sucking me off while I watch 10 movies with some goggles on.
69 dudes!
well, the way you explained it though.
That kind of sold me.
Hang on. I mean, the shack by the river,
I
that
forgot-
does seem pleasant, but then you said
Then you said the robot.
the robot
It can do what
part.
now? It can do what now?
Wait
Hey.
a minute. This future doesn't sound
I
half
s-
bad.
I stand
Not
by
so
it.
bleak.
I stand by it.
Well, we
So,
do need to learn some skills.
Well, I feel like you're in, Blake. You like to go farming via the internet. Didn't you do like Farmville or whatever?
Wait, what? I'm curious. What are you talking about?
I remember back in the day, you were you're playing this game, and it was like, no, it's cool.
I know what you're
like,
talking
I'm
about.
working,
But
I'm
Adam,
working to make money so I can like buy a
No,
beach house, and I'm like, just work in real life and buy an actual beach house. What are you doing?
I'm living in a nightmare.
You're talking about when I was
Adam,
during
that's
COVID. I was deep into Animal Crossing.
Okay,
But
okay.
that doesn't transfer to actual life skill.
Is that just like Frogger?
No, you're taking like literally an Animal Crossing the road. This is just a game called Animal
So-
Crossing.
I'm
It's just the title.
Name it better. What are we talking about here?
it's just pretty much an RPG, but it does. I don't really get real skill from playing that game. I'm saying we need to get our hands in the dirt. We need to plant some gardens.
And we can do that with pornify.cc.
69 dudes!
And load boost.
And brought to you by Load Boost.
Yeah, I think you can drop huge loads like in your soil and it'll help your tomatoes get huge.
I've heard that. I heard if you play music to them and if you fuck the soil they're planted in, they grow really, really, really big.
Only in the metasphere.
It's all just Jill Scott.
If
some
tomato
company called Republic Realm, which whoever owns
good.
that, you know that they're the biggest asshole alive.
Evil.
Republic Realm. That sounds evil. It sounds evil.
Super evil.
They bought a plot of land in the Sandbox metaverse for a record $4.3 million. By the way, that is a very nice house.
We don't think
that
this
know
is
what the fuck they're doing.
We don't think this is like a I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine situation where like
you're saying
the
like
people were like, hey, will you just buy $4.3 million in our fucking metaverse or whatever? And then the headline.
That's how rich people work.
Yeah, the headline will be there and then we'll buy whatever the fuck you need from
I do think that's the way like wealthy people, rich people work is like they see other people buying something and they say, wait, I don't even fuck with it, but if they're going to be buying it for that much money, I want in as well just to get my
So the record was broke. It was 2.43 million at the time. I mean, and the land is set in the so-called fashion district of Decentraland, an online virtual-only environment. See, I don't even know how to get to this place.
It almost feels like a dead video, like online games that don't exist anymore. Have you ever been on like an online game that nobody plays anymore and it's just no one is there? It's just like a barren.
Oh yeah, I tried to play old Call of Duty, the World War II version, which was the first game that got me into Call of Duty, like 2 years ago now. And there was like nobody there.
Right.
And it was like kind of spooky. It's just me walking around.
It's kind of like a bit of a horror movie. Like you go to these old games and there's servers that are still up and there's literally, maybe there's 2 people there. It's like, what the fuck are you doing on this game?
Yeah, it was just me and the same guy killing each other over and over. And I'm like, this is kind of boring. He's like, yeah, I'm out. I'm like, all right.
Well, I'm going to just stay.
What's your name, dude? What's up?
That's how we're going to make friends.
What is it? It's World War II?
It was Call of Duty World War II. And then now I'm playing the new Call of Duty. It's very fun. Very fun. That's my game.
What war is it?
I don't. It's new one. Yeah, it's
just a war that hasn't even been started yet. You wait. Shit's gonna go off.
It's us bombing Iran.
Sounds topical.
Seems topical.
They made that game. That's out now.
Yeah.
You guys, they just drummed it up. Have you guys heard about how Ukraine took out a bunch of shit in Russia and how they did it?
Oh yeah, I watched that YouTube video. It's fucking insane. What is the name of the things? It's literally just
let me guess.
Okay.
They sent the Russian operators, the people that were in charge, a link to pornify.cc.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden they were MIA. And they
no sir, I don't like it.
They walked right in and fucking just
they were JOI.
Hey, P.R.E.A.M. They got P.R.E.A.M. They hit him with the P.R.E.A.M. bomb, baby.
Close, Adam.
Very close.
They essentially like sent a what do they call it? Like a a shipping container. They sent a shipping container on a truck into Russia.
Trojan horse. Okay.
Regular ass truck, like just a guy driving a truck who's like, yeah, I got this shipping container. I'm just a dude.
Hey,
where do I put this shipping?
Kyiv. Which way is Kyiv?
Where's Kyiv? Hey, where's that damn
that's in
missile silo?
So he's leaving that and he's in Russia.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to Kyiv.
I just left Kyiv. I'm trying to make my way to Moscow.
Moscow is what I was looking for.
The missile silo.
Yeah. If I turn around in Moscow, I'll get back to Kyiv.
They're like, sir, no, you cannot be here.
This is nuts.
And then he says, hey, do me a favor and click this link. And
What's that?
And the guy's like, wait, what? Oh,
Why do you have American accent? I am from here. You're from here as well.
This is.
But I'm a truck
I'm from
driver.
a real.
Yeah.
I'm just from a real mountainous part of Ukraine. Don't worry about that.
999. I'm a truck driver.
Okay.
The truck is en route because the truck driver is just a delivery guy taking it out there. When it gets to a certain point, the top of the shipping container opens remote control style. And a shit ton, like dozens of drones with bombs on them, go out as programmed, fly over to the military base that's nearby, and then just bomb all their planes.
Yep.
On some like fucking Mission
crazy.
Impossible type
It's
shit.
Fucking crazy.
And then they couldn't stop them because there were so many drones? Because I know they have missile defense.
No, dude, these are like, there's no missile defense for a drone that's flying like 30
Hella
feet off the
little.
ground.
Yeah, like
It's literally
it's
like
crazy.
the road nearest the Air Force. By the way, do not quote me on this.
Yeah, no.
But it's the road
way
right
off.
near the Air Force base where it just opened up, and then they just
battle
zoomed
strategy.
over there in under a minute or so and dropped bombs on all their bomber planes.
I didn't
And yet
even
I
see
can't
that.
even get a package delivered by
Yeah,
Amazon
what
via
the
drone.
fuck?
Like, what the fuck?
Where-
And Adam, you've always got a funny, quirky way of seeing things.
Where's my hand sanitizer I
Yeah.
ordered on Amazon
Okay.
Prime? Okay.
They probably delivered it to my Metaverse house, okay?
My Decentraland.
I didn't see that video, but there is a YouTube, and there's a very specific name to who these fighters are or whatever. But basically, what it is this dude just sitting in like a
I'm just
tent.
a dude.
Yeah, just like a tent outside of where the target is, and he literally is probably just the guy who's the best at Modern Warfare, the video game. He's just sitting there with the VR headset, and he's flying these drones with little bombs on them, and he just he's so good at it. It's whatever target he wants. It could be just like one person. It could be a tank. It could be
a dildo in your It
it's
could be
just
anything.
It's just a dude.
What else
just
could it be?
Playing video
Just a
games.
dude.
It's crazy. It's Modern Warfare, my friends. It's
That is
insane.
another
It's
episode
depressing.
of.
Wait, what the hell?
I was like, yo,
Wow, dude.
but between that and like the phone or like the pager bomb one from a few months ago, I'm like, what are we up to?
Yeah, there's some really cool shit happening.
Really cool. Well, it
Really
also
cool. Well,
It's just terrible.
sad and insane, but inventive.
Can you imagine the writer's room for these?
Inventive.
Yeah.
For these, what do they call them? Plans? What do they call them? Missions?
Sure.
You gotta have a sick writer's room of military guys. You know,
Oh,
just
dude,
spitballing
just spitballing
ideas
for sure.
Yeah. Just walking around.
What if we got all these guys Rolexes, right? But inside the Rolex, AIDS. They all get AIDS. Well, they could live for a while with AIDS. Okay, no.
That's curable now.
All right,
Okay,
fine.
just a pitch.
I'm gonna go get some string cheese.
Okay, not AIDS, Ebola.
And then they're like, let's real quick bring up pornify.cc on the projector here.
Okay.
That's
and
lunch.
then nothing gets done, man.
That's lunch.
Okay.
That's lunch. Any takebacks,
That's
any
life.
apologies, any epic slams for today?
You know what?
I would apologize for repeating all the things we repeated, but that's kind of the theme of the episode.
Yeah, it
The
was
theme-
the theme.
Yeah,
I would
history
like
repeats
to.
itself.
I'd like to give a shout out to the
Pornify.
dozens and dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of people that signed up for the cruise.
Oh hell yeah,
Since the
baby.
last podcast when we talked about it, we're getting near sold out, and I want people to gobble them up before they all get sold out.
Yes.
Because it's going to be a true banger of a time.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm getting more and more excited.
I'm going to be an alcoholic
Yes.
on that cruise. I'm ready to go back.
Just on that cruise?
I don't care if I spasm and my eyeball falls out. A spasm hits me so hard.
Probably had
I'm
too many
ready
beers.
to fucking send it on the cruise.
Yeah,
Blake,
we're
what
gonna
is the too many beers from?
What was his name? Brett Kavanaugh or whatever. We're very
Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna send it.
We're kind of
Yeah.
polycharged this app.
Yeah, I guess we were accidentally polycharged.
Yeah,
you
the
know what?
cruise is gonna be bonkers, man.
The cruise is going to be insane. Every time I think about it, I'm like, it's going to be a once in a lifetime. Just
Someone's
you're never
going
gonna forget
overboard.
it.
Someone's jumping.
I hope not.
I
hope
guarantee you.
not. I hope not.
What's the over under? I'm putting it at 2.
Okay. We're not
I
putting
would-
it in. We're not
I would say-
encouraging it.
I'm putting the over under at 2.
I mean, I think we don't want anyone to go over.
No, not at
yeah.
all.
So I'm gonna say under because I think even the fall
Anything happens on international waters.
is enough to kill you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how.
Maybe you.
Maybe.
This is the way.
Maybe you.
You know what? I would like to do an apology
What's
to
Whoa.
to where the wild things are, because we kind of shit on it as
Oh
a
my
story,
God.
but it
What a bitch.
it
Have a
has
backbone.
No, it has stood the test of time, and it's for a reason. It's because it unlocks your imagination. It doesn't matter what the story is. If the illustrations are good enough, then it's an all-timer. It's
Okay,
I
we
mean,
didn't say it wasn't
disagree.
an all-timer. It's just
I
amazing.
just
You
felt like we
can't just-
shit on that book
Listen.
for no reason. And all
It's
books,
a Caldecott Award winner. Say less.
Caldecott.
there you go.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it deserves it. And it deserves
It's
it.
No the Hatchet by Gary Paulson, but it's fine.
Oh,
It's fine.
Not enough pictures for me in that one.
okay.
You know what I'm
Fair
saying?
enough.
There's nobody
Pizza,
in there that
pizza.
looks like Blake, in my opinion.
That
Thank
is
you.
true. That is
So-
true.
Thanks,
Not for
guys.
me.
And Blake, I
Yeah.
would like to take back. I kind of was. I don't know why I was in a mood early on and was just dunking on fools. It was
Had you
just
had
sort
your
of-
naked chicks yet today? Your
My
30
feel free?
naked wings?
Oh.
Maybe you were hungry.
Yeah, I am hungry. Actually, I have not eaten yet today. I had a mush this morning, an overnight oat, and that's
Mush-
200 calories.
Mushes
So-
are getting worse.
I'm so fucking hungry.
When Mush came out, they were good, and now Mush is bad. I don't
What
know
is
what they've
Mush
done.
again?
It's these little overnight oat fucking oatmeal
like a
things.
pre-
They're
Which-
delicious, but
They're not good anymore. They used
Do you
to
ever
be.
make your own mush? Independent mush? Or
No, I'm not gonna. What?
It's
what?
really easy. You
That's the
just
future I
order-
want. I want a cabin right by the river. I'm making my own mush.
It's really
Um,
easy to make.
I'm
overnight
jizzing into the
oats.
crops.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna take the robot sucking me off while I'm in a high rise, watching 20
And then-
movies at once.
Good luck. Hey, good luck feeling like you're in touch with Mother Earth.
You're gonna mush injected into your ass.
I'll be balls deep in Mother Earth. I don't know about you.
And that's another episode of
This
is
important.
I got one take back. I'm sorry, Mother Earth.